Good afternoon. Welcome to the Weiner Wellness Center. My name is Candace, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about overall immune health and how to boost your immune system. So what your immune system tries to do is keep out invaders and bad microorganisms like bacteria, parasites, fungus, and viruses. So it's the first line of defense. And if these things take up residence in the body, what the immune system does is it tries to track them down and to destroy them. And it requires several body systems and organs to be well functioning in order to do this. Many systems point to a weakened or malfunctioning immune system. Could be recurrent colds, if you say you're always cold or worn down, fevers, cough, runny nose. If you have things like allergies, asthma, or eczema, autoimmune disorders obviously show that you have a weakened immune system in things like diseases, and if you have a really advanced weakened immune system, things like cancer could be present. So the immune system is compromised of white blood cells, antibodies, your lymphatic system. You'll see all these systems: bone marrow, spleen, your thymus, and your hormones as well. So what you really want to focus on first and foremost for really any condition is the diet. So a vegan vegetarian diet is ideal. First, the majority of your food that you should be eating are vegetables. Fresh and raw steamed vegetables are ideal. If you want to cook them, that's great too. Even frozen vegetables are all right as long as you're getting those vegetables. And if you have a hard time getting those vegetables, things like the colors can really help add those to your diet, because a scoop is 5 servings of fruits or vegetables, so that's really great to add to your diet if you're not getting enough. Also, same with fruit. Fresh fruit's great, frozen fruit's just as good. You want to really avoid fruit that's like in a syrup or fruit cocktail. That's not real fruit. Starches, you want to have 100% whole grain. Gluten-free would be great. The word gluten kind of sounds like glue, right? So that's kind of how gluten acts in the body. It's really hard to break down, and it kind of sticks throughout your system, just like glue. Also, legumes, nuts, seeds, almonds, cashews, walnuts. Those are better than peanuts. Peanuts are still good, but those kind of nuts are a bit higher. Sweeteners. Stevia is good because that's a natural sweetener. You obviously want to stay away from white sugar, refined sugar, and obviously artificial sugars like aspartame. I'm sure if you've heard anything Dr. Weiner said, you're familiar with the dangers of soda and all the aspartame. And even we had Dr. Warren speak yesterday. So dentists are aware that a lot of sugar is bad for your mouth, and a lot of people say good health begins in the mouth. So staying away from sugars is really important. If you do eat meat and you're not a vegan, that's fine. You do want to stick to organic or free-range meat. And if you do eat fish, you want it to be wild, naturally grown and fed fish, preferably not anything out of the Allegheny River, anything around here. And if you do milk or dairy, you want it to be from grass-fed beef. Or you could substitute with like our whey protein that has a really great pure form of whey, which is dairy. Or if you stay away from dairy, you could do coconut milk, almond milk. I know those have 50% more calcium than milk does, so the whole got milk, myth is kind of being shown now that so many people drink almond milk. Fats, there are such things as good fats. Your cold-pressed coconut oil, your good healthy oils, not so much butter, which is dairy too. You want to stay away from things like those. Beverages, water is one of the most important nutrients you can have. I like Fiji water. It's some of the most pure natural water. The water Dr. Weiner has here in the filter, that's really great. Tap water, you want to stay away from because it has a lot of chlorine and chemicals and things that will just load your body with toxins and chemicals. So you want to stay away from that. Herbal tea is great. Coffee and things with caffeine, not so much, because that's going to deplete your body of minerals. And spices, any natural herbs that you could just toss on any meal to spice it up, those are great too. but not so much condiments because a lot of them are loaded with sugars and preservatives. So natural herbs and spices are best. So we've been talking about lifestyle choices and diet. Another thing that's really important is engaging in regular physical activity as well as regular relaxation and stress reduction to support overall health, to support your immune health. So exercise, just going for a walk, that's really great. Gets your lymph moving and helps your immune health. Stress reduction, taking a deep breath and breathing out detoxes your lungs of things. So it's really good to just stop sometimes and take a deep breath. That also helps us mentally. But things like yoga or meditation, prayer, whatever it is that helps you reduce stress is really important to do that so that your immune system is right on track. So our main product for immune health is the Immunomax. It maximizes your immune system, that's where the name comes from, with 5 key nutrients. First is the DMG, the dimethylglycine. We'll talk a little later about all of these. It has Larix, beta-1,3-glucan, the PD fraction of mushroom extracts, and olive leaf. So the dimethylglycine acts as a methyl donor, which supports immune function, brain, and liver detox. It has a patent and it has a U.S. patent and is trademarked by Roger Kendall. So there's been many studies and research done. If you've been here early in the week, I'm sure you heard all about it. So it does have a U.S. patent on it. It is a natural amino acid produced in the body. It's produced in the body but rapidly converted into other biomolecules they're used as various functions such as energy or helping with oxygen utilization, which is methylation, helps with detox and immune functions, plus a lot of other processes that are helpful. So since DMG is researched and patented, it has been proven to help with anti-tumor properties. So DMG does have a U.S. patent to cure melanoma. So it's something natural that does cure cancer. So that's super important that we found to be included in the Immunomax. So it's also anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal, which, like I mentioned on the first slide, those are all of the things that are important to have a strong immune system. The Larix is the active immune-stimulating constituents of echinacea, which echinacea has been around for years. It's a strong herb that's really good for your immune system. Larix species have gained popularity because of their ability to enhance the immune system, so that's why they've been around for so long, because they're proven to work. So Larix, what it does is increase the number of immune cells present in the bloodstream. So if your bloodstream if it's jam-packed with these immune cells, then it's going to be strong and able to fight off infections, colds, whatever you may be in contact with. It supports natural killer cell activity and promotes macrophage activation, and it inhibits unhealthy cell replication and growth of unhealthy cells. So it's going to be boosting the number of healthy cells and minimizing the number of unhealthy cells. And it also blocks bacteria and cell viruses from attaching to cell membranes, preventing them to invade other cells. The beta-1,3-glucan has immune-stimulating properties that act as a powerful free radical and also an antioxidant. It helps to clear debris and bacteria and fungus from the immune cells, and it activates natural killer cells, as well as B lymphocytes and T suppressor cells, which are going to boost the immune system. So this PD fraction consists of highly standardized and purified active beta-glucans. It's the most potent immune-enhancing. Its benefits for any oral administered mushroom extract because of the complexity of the branching molecular structure that it does have. And it's been proven in studies to induce apoptosis, cell death, and as well as abnormal prostate cells. So that can really help boost the immune system in many areas of the body. So like we talked about before, these are all the ingredients wrapped up in Immunimax again. We have it in a chewable form, which is readily activated, and also in capsules. We call the Immunimax our natural flu shot. And so if you're using it as prevention, instead of a flu shot, you could do one a day. For therapeutic support, if you're coming down with a cold, you could do 3 a day. For max support, if you feel a cold coming on, you can take 2 every 2 hours throughout the day. And that's really going to kick a cold for me since I've been working here and had it. If I feel a cold coming on, I'll take 2 every couple hours. Sometimes I just go crazy with it and take as many as I can. And I haven't been sick since I've been taking this. So it works really great as a preventative, or it can kick a cold as soon as you feel one coming on. Another thing to help boost your immune system is vitamin D. It's well known that vitamin D and sun exposure are correlated with many autoimmune diseases like cancer and cardiovascular diseases as well. Many people in our area and this geographical location, and depending where on our latitude is, since we're far from the equator, you'll see that autoimmune diseases and cancer are more prevalent in these types of areas because we lack vitamin D. So it's super important to be on a vitamin D supplement if you're not as close to the equator and not getting as much sun or vitamin D from your food. Vitamin C, it helps with the formation of red blood cells. It provides antioxidant protection against free radicals and supports the immune system. Another thing, it also helps support collagen. So that working in with the vitamin D works great. And I think everyone knows that vitamin C is a great for colds. So the Ester C Plus and the cherry chews really work well to boost the immune system. Next we have Air Max. It works really great with the Immunimax. It's formulated to support respiratory and nasal functions. So if you have things like allergies, discomfort, itchy eyes and nose, any of that that's coming from an environmental factor, like if you have allergies to the weather changes or to cats and dogs, if you take this, you'll feel relief in your nose and in your sinuses. So along with the vitamin C, the vitamin D, the Immunimax and AirMax, also zinc lozenges. If you're feeling a sore throat, we have the chewable zinc, which really helps to soothe sore throats. And if you look in the immune solution that we have passed out, it will go over again the diet that you want to follow, the guidelines for that, the supplements we went over, and how to take it. Also, it goes into advanced solutions. So if you're someone or you know someone with an autoimmune disease or even cancer, there are some suggestions on how to help with that. So that's something to take a look at if anyone in here, which most of us come across that every year, especially in the winter, if you have a weakened immune system. Thank you. Are there any questions? Yeah?
Can you just take olive leaf by itself?
Olive leaf will help if you take it by itself. It's not going to be as strong, but it is helpful for the immune system. Yeah.
I have a lot of sinus drainage. Air Max is really good.
Yeah, Air Max is great for sinuses and, like I said, runny nose, stuffy nose.
I think more than how many?
If you're, over someone's house that you have, say it's a cat allergy or something, you could take 2 every 2 hours. If not, if you're feeling good throughout the week, you could do 1 a day as kind of a preventative measure, and that will help you for whenever you do come in contact with whatever you're allergic to. So that will make your symptoms not as strong next time you come in contact with it. So you could do 1 a day for prevention, 2 a day if they're bothering you, or 2 every 2 hours if you're really having a hard time. Yeah.
Is that Ester C? Is that a buffered C?
It's esterified. It's different than buffered. It's just the way that it's manufactured and the way the vitamin C is in the form, just different forms of it.
What about chia?
Chia seeds, those are good seeds to have in your diet. You know, I think it's a good fat, so it's not going to do any harm to your immune system. Anyone else? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.